Life with Purpose. I'm your host, Phil Foster. I want to tell you a story from the Old Testament. It happened during the ministry of the prophet Elisha. It's a long story, so I'm going to have to be real quick to kind of get my point across. But there was when Elisha would travel, they didn't have Holiday Inns and Hampton Inns and stuff, so you'd stay with people. There was the family, a woman, that she and her husband would allow Elisha to stay there occasionally when he was passing through. So to make a long story short, they understood the presence of God would be on the man of God in the Old Testament. It's a little different today, but that's how it worked back then. And so she says to her husband, let's build a room. Let's build a room for the prophet to come stay with us when he passes through town so we can have the presence of God with us, basically is what was going on. Well, she was a barren woman, never had been able to have kids, and he blessed her, and God opened her womb, and she had a kid, and it was a blessing. It was a miracle from God and all. And well, fast forward that to get to where we're at. One day, this lady whose son is a miracle brought about by the blessing of the prophet of God, he died. So when everybody else was panicking, the first thing she did was go get the man of God. So to make a long story short, what happened was Elisha, who remembered the generosity of this lady, who had made a room for him to stay when he was passing through town, he sends a staff ahead. The staff was going to represent that he's on his way. And so when he gets there, he lays hands upon this boy, and the boy is brought back to life. It was a great miracle. He was raised from the dead. And so the point of this story, there's a lot I could say, and I've preached this message before, but I just want to encourage you. If you want to see God do great things in your life, you got to build a room for him. I don't mean an addition to your house, but build a room for him in the room, a room for him in your heart. Is what I'm trying to say. If you'll do that, God will visit you there. He loves to visit with his people, but you got to make room for him and take time for him. If you do that today, when you go through these tough times, I can tell you this, God will be there for you. So make room for God in your heart today and see what happens. Well, I'm going to stop there till we get together next time. May God bless you, and hey, have a great day.